back to my roots on that one, guys, but I got that metal tone in probably less than 5 seconds here. I'll show you real quick. So I've got my track open here. I'm going to take the plug-in, going to drag it over. My machine's a little dated here, but yeah, it's coming up. There it is, and that's it. I did not do anything. One knob. Done. This video is your fault. You watching this right now because a lot of you commented on my previous amp sim videos. You guys know I've been testing amp sims for the past several weeks now, and of course I asked for your input. Several of you said you've got to try Bogren Digital's Ampknob series. By the way, this video is not sponsored. It probably sounds like it because I'm excited about it, but I mean, this thing just sounds good. Bogren Digital, they have no clue, probably don't even know who I am, right? But this amp sim is phenomenal, guys. I've been playing the heck out of it for the past week or so. Actually, I'll let you in on a secret. Not really a secret, but I just purchased this. I'm like, okay, I'm buying this one. This is a no-brainer. So I bought the package. There are 3 BDH amplifiers. Kind of obvious what they're kind of based on. So they have the BDH 5169. I believe that's probably based on the old school Peavey 5150 amplifier. Then we have the BDH 6606. Kind of evil looking here, and I'm pretty sure that's probably based on the Peavey 6505 Plus. Lastly, we have the BDH III, and clearly that's based on the EVH 5153 line of amplifiers. I believe that's produced by Fender. Again, you have a phenomenal tone, at least in my opinion, with just moving the plug-in into the track. You don't have to do anything. So we'll talk more about why I love this so much, which I don't know if I can say anything else about it, but what I want to do now is I want to take you behind the scenes, let you see the interface up close real quick on these 3 amplifiers, and I'll share another couple of cool little things that you can do with the Ampknob BDH series. Let's take a closer look at the Ampknob BDH series here. So this is the 5169. Now the other 2 amplifiers in this Ampknob suite of amps, they have the exact same features. So we'll just go over the features. And this one, again, one knob, your gain knob. Of course, you can crank that up or you can dial it back down if you want. Now you'll see this white button here. This is your booster pedal. So if you wanted like a gritty or kind of a rock and roll tone, well, you just could back the gain off a bit and then just turn that booster switch off and you'll get more of that sound. Actually, we'll hear that in a second. Now, a few more things. You've got a tuner at the bottom here. You can click on that and you've got your guitar tuner right there. Now you also have a cabinet feature. Now this comes with what's called a matched cab. In my opinion, it sounds great. I love it. But you can load your own IRs in this as well. Last thing I want to share with you here are the settings icon down here. You can click on that. You've got some information about the amp sim user manual, but you also notice you have a noise gate feature here as well. I just left everything alone. I just left everything as is, and that's what you heard in the full mix. And of course, that's what you'll hear throughout the rest of the video. Now, about that gritty rock and roll tone, let's hear what that sounds like with the boost switch off and the gain back down a bit. Now let's quickly talk about limitations, or perceived limitations, if you will. You don't have the EQ here, right? So there's no cutting the mids or anything like that, or cutting anything or boosting anything. However, if you really wanted to drag an EQ plugin into your DAW, you could easily do that and you could tweak away. Me, in my opinion, this is perfect right out of the box. I did not expect that, so I'm like, whoa, this just blows me away. You can, I think I said this before, you can use impulse responses. They have Bogren digital impulse responses or third party, so you can use that with this product as well. Again, me, I like the fact that I don't have to mess with anything. Sure, I might try another impulse response or two, but I like the way that it sounds right out of the box. Now, you can also do this. You can also, and this is obvious, you can use effects with this amplifier. So yeah, you don't have any effects like reverb and delay and chorus and all that, but in pretty much any DAW that you have, you're gonna have effects in there. And of course, you can purchase effects or whatever. I use PreSonus Studio One Pro, so I like the delays and the reverbs that they have. So I can easily just drag a plugin right behind the amplifier. This is my delay plugin. I think it's called the Beat Delay that PreSonus provides you with their DAW. And well, here we go. Now I can play some guitar solos with the BDH Ampknob with a little bit of delay. Now, one of the reasons why I got this series of amplifiers, first of all, I think they all sound great. Second of all, I think it was like a buy two, get one free type of special or something like that. I'll list their website in the description and their YouTube channel as well in the description of this video. Again, guys, I'm not sponsored by this company. Not that it would matter if I am. I mean, I generally like the plugin, and even the stuff I do sponsor on my channel, I genuinely like it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have it on my channel. So I got the free for those reasons, but also, you know, when I record rhythm tracks, I like to record two rhythm tracks. I'll hard pan one to the left and hard pan the other to the right. Now, when I do that, I like for that second guitar track to have just a slightly different sound, slightly different tone. For example, if I were recording with a real amplifier, I'll record the first track one way. Well, the second track, and I'm going to hard pan those, I might just move the mic a little bit, right? I don't want it like extremely different from the first track, but that difference, that slight difference in tones, and again, it's just a slight difference, I don't know, it just brings a new life to the music, in my opinion. So you can do that, of course, with these amplifiers. So let's say I record the first track with the, what is it called, the 5169, hard pan that left. Well, the other rhythm track, I might use the 6606 plus BDH and hard pan that one. Then for the lead track, I might want to use the BDH III, something like that. So these amps aren't so far off from one another. You've got a similar tone between all three of them, but you've got those subtle differences to use them for different things. And again, I think that brings just a lot more life to the overall mix. So actually, let's hear that real quick. So in the left speaker, I think I did just what I said earlier. I had the 5169, that was in the left speaker there, and the other one I had the rhythm track using the 6606 plus. Now I'm pretty much done testing amp sims at this point, but real quick, if you do not have my free practice guide, Metal Riffs and Licks, download a copy of that. There's a link in the description of this video. Metal Riffs and Licks, again, is completely free. That has helped thousands of guitar players just like yourself, and I give that away to all of my YouTube subscribers. Now, if you have that guide, I also have some online guitar courses. These are paid courses. They're structured, but I want to encourage you first, get my free stuff, okay? Get my free stuff before, and if you never buy a course from me, that's fine too. But grab the free practice guide, and of course, you know, I've got tons of content here on my YouTube channel as well. So yeah, amp sim testing, I'm pretty much done. I want to thank you guys again for all the recommendations. And what am I purchasing out of all this? Well, I went ahead, and I might have mentioned this earlier in the video, but anyway, yeah, I already purchased the BDH Ampknob series here. You guys might have saw my video a while back on the Trivium Ampknob. So Trivium has an Ampknob series as well, and that's a pretty cool amp sim too. They've got, I think, two, a rhythm, a lead, and a bass. So check that video out. I'll leave that up here, and I'm probably going to press the button on the Ampknob bass. Actually, the bass track you heard in this, that's Ampknob as well. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what you're using. Always keep it metal and keep playing music.